Hello children, we will continue with the Harappan civilization and we were learning about the occupations of the Harappan people or about the economic activities of the people of the Harappan civilization. We have learned about agriculture, which was the main occupation of the people of Harappa because Harappa had also developed on the bank of the river Indus and distributed so the land was fertile, and this fertile land was used by the people to grow a variety of crops. That included rice and cotton also. How do we know that? Because the fragments of cotton cloth and rice husks have been found, which tell us that these two crops, the cultivation of these two crops was also known to the people of Harappa. And then we know about their art and craft. The people of Harappa, they were very developed in art and craft, and they were people who were specialized in polishing blades or making statues or sails. And when we talk about the Harappan pottery, we find that they were excellent potters. That is, they were very good in making pottery, things made out of clay, because this pottery that we have found, the things of pottery that we have found, they were of various shapes and sizes. They used the potter's wheel to make pottery of different shapes and sizes. They were painted with geometric patterns and shapes, and the potteries were red and black in color. And this tells us the skill of the Harappan people. Again, weaving of cloth was also an important craft of the region or of the people. They were also good in making terracotta things. Terracotta models have been found, like a number of female models or female figurines have been found from Harappa, which tells us that probably they were used for religious purposes, or these were considered as mother goddess by the people of Harappa. Today we will learn about the metal work and about their trade and commerce. Now, the people of Harappa, they were also very good in making things out of metals. And the metals that they knew, or the use of the metals that was found, were mainly copper and bronze. These were the two metals that they were used by the people of Harappa for making different things. They were mainly used for making vessels, ornaments, tools and weapons were also used for making, or weapons were also made using copper and bronze. Bronze was used for making different kinds of statues by the people of Harappa, because we have discovered this bronze figurines of human beings and animals, and the detailed work that we see on the statues, this gives us information about the skill of the Harappan people. We know that they were very good potters, that is, they made beautiful things of pottery have been discovered, which tells us how good they were. They were also very good in making statues out of metal and bronze. The bronze statues or the bronze figurines that have been discovered, it tells us about the craftsmanship, that is, about their skill or how good they were in making these kinds of things. And one very famous statue or figurine, bronze figurine that have been discovered from the Harappan civilization is that of the bronze dancing girl. This particular statue is famous, or known as the bronze dancing girl, where we find the statue of a girl in such a posture. Probably she is dancing or she is depicting something, and this girl, the statue, is shown wearing a necklace, and her one arm of the girl is almost covered with bangles, a series of bangles that she is wearing, and her hair is also very neatly arranged. These showing these things, that is, the bangles that she is wearing, she is wearing necklace, and her hair is neatly arranged. This kind of the way it has been made. This particular statue, the bronze dancing girl, this statue has been made. It shows the craftsmanship or the skill of the Harappan people, and that actually gives us the information that tells us that they were very good in making these things. Along with that, we find that they used other metals like gold and silver was also used by the people for making different kinds of ornaments like beads, pendants, then brooches, needles and other personal ornaments that the people of Harappa used, that was made from gold and silver. So mainly they knew the use of copper and bronze. They were very good in making these things, because the bronze dancing girl gives us the information. Along with that, a number of brooches, armlets, then necklace, pendants, all these things have been found, which tells us that they were very good, or they used gold and silver for making these kinds of things. Next important occupation or next important economic activity of the people of the Harappan civilization is that of trade and commerce. Now, when we look at the trade and commerce of the Harappan people, we find that they had trade relations with the cities of Mesopotamia. Again, the question comes, how do we know that? Because nearly 24 Harappan seals have been found in the Mesopotamian cities. So, why the seals would go there? So, it was for, so they had a trade relation with the Mesopotamian civilization. Again, the discovery of a dockyard at Lothal confirms our belief, or confirms the assumptions of the archaeologists and historians that they had overseas trade, that is, they had trade relations with different parts of the world, because why they will build a dockyard. A dockyard, we know, is a place where the ships come for loading or unloading of goods. So, as the people of Harappa had trade relations, so dockyard had been built at Lothal. And the discovery of seals in Mesopotamia and other places shows that the people of Harappa, they had trade relations with the different civilizations that existed during that period of time. And they had trade relations not only with the neighboring parts of modern day India, that is, not only around the areas that we know now that surrounds the modern India, but also with places, far off places such as Afghanistan and Persia. So, they had trade relations with Mesopotamia, with Afghanistan, Persia, and also the neighboring areas of India. And these were from the 18th formation, the discovery of seals in those places, or things made of the Harappan civilization, tells us that the people of Harappa had trade relations. Again, the presence of a dockyard confirms our belief that they had overseas trade. And the people of Harappa, they mainly used boats, ships and bullock carts for purpose of trade, that is, for carrying goods to different places. They used the means of transportation like that of boats, ships and bullock carts. Along with that, we find that a number of weights and measures have been found. We can say many weights and measures have been found. So the people, these weights and measures were used by the people for the purpose of weighing goods. So they knew about weights and measures, they had a clear idea about it. And but we are not sure that whether they used money. Probably, like other ancient civilization, the people used the barter system of trade. So about trade information, we get the information first. They had trade relations with Mesopotamia. How we know that? Because these Harappan seals have been found over there. Again, we know that the Harappa had trade relations with the different regions of or different civilizations that existed during that time. Because Harappan seals have been found, they had trade relations with Afghanistan and Persia, along with the neighboring areas of the present-day India. And they mainly used boats, bullock carts and ships for the purpose of trade. They used the barter system because money was probably not known to the people, and they used the barter system for the purpose of trading. And we find that they used weights and scales widely. That was because we have discovered a number of such weights and measures from the civilization. And the presence of the dockyard tells us that they have trade with far off places. So that is the information we get about their trade and commerce. So we have learnt about the economic activities or the occupations that the people of Harappa followed. That is agriculture, which was the main occupation of the people. Along with agriculture, they used to domesticate animals. Art and craft was very developed. They were very developed in making the pottery. Things made of terracotta have been discovered. Cloth weaving was also important occupation of the people. Then we come metal work, things made of metal like that of copper and bronze, or gold and silver ornaments, or the things that are found. That tells us about the use of these metals. And the Harappan seals found in different civilizations or different parts of the regions of the world tell us that they had trade relations with a number of places like that of Mesopotamia or places like Afghanistan and Persia. They used the barter system for trade. and they use boats, ships and bullock carts for the purpose of carrying goods. So that is information on that. That is what we come to know about their economic activities. So for today we will keep up to this much, and on the next video we will take up the next portion of the chapter, and by that time you will read the portion that we have covered so far. Thank you.